Hey, how's it going? This is Owen, I'm with the Slumber Yard, and in today's video we're doing a head-to-head comparison between the newly updated Nectar Classic and the less newly updated Casper 1. This comparison used to be a whole lot easier because these beds didn't have a whole lot in common other than being popular all-foam beds, but this comparison is a little bit trickier to make now with both beds having been updated pretty recently, but I think this video should be everything you need to know. We're going to cover how these beds are similar, how they're different, who might want to get the Casper 1, and who might want to get the Nectar Classic. If you find this video helpful or interesting, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We'd really appreciate it. And there should be more info down below in the description to help with your online mattress search. But without further ado, let's get into it. All right, let's first start by covering what these beds have in common. And one of the biggest things is that both of these beds have all foam designs. This means that instead of using coils for support, they use dense support foam. Having foam as your primary support layer is fine for medium to petite sized individuals, but we generally recommend if you're heavier, say 225 pounds or more, to get a mattress with coils for the added long-term support and durability. Now there are hybrid options available with both Nectar and Casper. With Nectar, you virtually have the same mattress, the Nectar Classic Hybrid. It's virtually the exact same mattress, but instead of using foam for support, it uses coils and it's only a little bit more expensive. With Casper though, there's really no hybrid version of the Casper 1. If you want a hybrid mattress from Casper, the most affordable mattress is the Casper Dream Hybrid, and it is a very different mattress from the Casper 1. So if you are looking for a hybrid mattress, I think Nectar is going to be a better bet because it's much more affordable and it's the same type of mattress, just subbing out the support layer. And then the other thing these beds have in common is that they have pretty much the same firmness profile. I do think the Casper 1 might be a hair softer than the Nectar Classic, but they're definitely in the same ballpark of a medium firm. That means both beds are going to be most ideal for back, stomach, and certain combination sleepers who don't spend the majority of the night on their side. If you're a side sleeper like me, you'll probably want something softer for more pressure relief, but if you are a back or a stomach sleeper, you should be good to go on either mattress. If you're looking for softer beds from Nectar and Casper, every single mattress available from Nectar that's not the Nectar Classic is going to be softer, so better for side sleepers. Same goes for Casper. You'll just be spending a little bit more money for Casper as opposed to Nectar. In the past, the old Casper Original, which is what we compared Nectar to, was around a flat medium, so much better for side sleepers. But now that it's firmed up, that's not really a significant difference anymore. But those are the two big things that the Casper 1 and the Nectar Classic have in common. Let's start getting in their key differences now, starting with the construction and feel. So both beds have a very similar design because they are made with 3 foam layers with a support layer, transition layer, and a main comfort layer. However, the foams are arranged in different ways. On the Nectar Classic, you have your support foam, you have a layer of what they call dynamic response foam as a transition layer, and then a pretty thin layer of memory foam that you're going to be laying right on top of. This gives the Nectar Classic more of a traditional memory foam feel, although it's going to be a little bit more responsive than the old Nectar Original that was super dense. But because that layer is so thin, it's not overwhelmingly memory foam and it's a bit more responsive, snaps back into shape much more quickly, but it still feels very much like a memory foam. On the Casper 1, you have the memory foam layer underneath as the transition layer and then a more responsive layer on top. This means the Casper 1 is going to feel a little bit springier, a little bit bouncier, and have more of a neutral feel overall. Has a feel that I would describe as more bland because it doesn't really lean into the dense sink-in memory foam quality or an ultra-responsive foam like, say, latex. Most people who try out more neutral beds like the Casper 1 tend to enjoy it, but if you are a fan of memory foam in your mattress, then I think the Nectar Classic makes a lot more sense. There's also some pretty significant policy differences with the Casper 1 and the Nectar Classic, namely the trial period and the warranty are much longer with Nectar. Both beds are going to ship in a box at no extra charge, and both are going to come with free returns within their respective trial periods. The Nectar Classic comes with an entire year trial period, 365 nights, as opposed to 100 nights with the Casper 1. I think 100 nights is more than enough time, but obviously having an entire year to test out a mattress risk-free is just nicer than 100. And the Nectar Classic comes with a lifetime warranty as opposed to the standard 10-year warranty with Casper. So just more generous policies with Nectar versus Casper. And then the last major difference between these two beds is going to come down to pricing. The Nectar Classic is going to be a bit more affordable overall. For a queen size after discount, you're looking at $649 as I'm recording this video for the Nectar Classic and $800 after discount for the Casper 1. That isn't a significant price difference, but $150 is probably enough to buy a nice set of sheets or pillows for your new mattress. So you're going to be saving a decent amount of money going with Nectar. And I do think it's worth mentioning that Nectar Hybrid that features coils is the same price as the Casper 1 that doesn't feature coils. So Nectar is just a more affordable brand, and it's one of the reasons they are so popular online. And that's pretty much going to do it for this comparison. There's a lot of stuff that I mentioned, but I think for you and your every night sleeping experience, the biggest thing you need to keep an eye on with these two mattresses is how they feel significantly different. If you are a fan of traditional memory foam beds, then Nectar I think is the easy choice. If you really don't like memory foam at all, then I think you'll probably want to go with the Casper One. One thing worth mentioning though is that because Nectar provides such a long trial period, you can try it out risk-free for an entire year. You can really experiment to see if you do like memory foam, because for me personally, I used to really dislike the feel of a memory foam, but now after sleeping on one for a while, I really do. So that could happen to you, but if it doesn't, you can still return it after 10 months of having it at home. So I think the Nectar probably is a little bit better of an option than the Casper One, but if you straight up don't like memory foam, I would go with the Casper One, and Casper is an ultra popular online mattress brand for a reason. People just really like the way it feels. But which one would you select? Let me know right down below in the comments. We'd love to get your thoughts, and again, tons of stuff in the description to help with your online mattress search. If you found this video helpful or interesting, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. But that's going to do it for me. This is Owen with the Slumber Yard. I'll see you in the next one.